What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be installing something that's starting to become more of a necessity than a nice to have. It seems these days there are a lot of genius drivers out there, and what better way to protect yourself than to put up a dash cam. So I'm going to be installing this one. This is the Aukey dual dash camera. There's tons of options out there. I found this one on Amazon. It was very decently priced, and the ratings were pretty good. Link will be in the description, so feel free to check it out. We're going to be doing the install, and it will be pretty much the same as no matter what brand or which one you buy. If there's power wires and wires that need to be run, it's going to be run the same way. So this video should give you a quick understanding of how to run the wires and at least how I set mine up. So quick unboxing, dual dash cam. So we got a front and a rear camera. Get it out the box. And I already opened this actually earlier to take a look because I wasn't sure if an SD card was included, and of course it's not. So I ordered one a few seconds ago on Amazon, so that should be here soon. It was nicely packaged, but I opened it again. So you get some books, installation, warranty, yeah, warranty card in here. Let's take this out. Those are your cameras, the bottom of the box. Get some cables and wires and the mounts. Alright, so that's the wire, and we'll leave that in there for now. Let's take a look at the cameras. Alright, this is the front facing camera. Here's our screen. Right there, oops, upside down. Our camera, and this is movable, or you can adjust it. It's adjustable, not movable. Alright, let's see what else is in here. This is the rear. Yes, it is. Rear camera. And then we have the power cigarette lighter adapter. And as you can see, there's two of them. There we go. Alright, so let's get outside and start the install. First thing you need to do is figure out where you want to place it. So for me, I want to be right under the mirror, so it's out of sight for me and not in my way, but it'll still capture everything. Highly recommend you plug this in and test fit so you can see what you're actually going to see before you mount it. So you just put the double-sided sticky right onto the back and make sure you take off this plastic. If you don't, it could be a bit of a pain to get it off once it's already mounted. So let me figure out where it's going to go, plug it in, see how it looks, and go from there. So here's the cigarette lighter. This is what's going to be giving us power. It has two USB slots. We're only going to be using one, so you have a second one to charge your phone or whatever you want to do with it. So let's pop that in. And let's get the USB cable. We'll put it. Okay, and we'll plug the other end into the back like that. And we're going to need some power, so let's turn this on. We got a green light, so we got power. Let's turn that off. Okay, and there we go. Got a bit of a power up menu. We want English. English. Take a look at the actual image. So we got our image, and this is going to be the spot where I'm going to be using. You can't really see it, but it gives me that exact view. So we're gonna stick this up here and then run the wires. So let me stick that up. Alright guys, sorry, but it is very bright. Well, the light from outside isn't giving you the greatest shot, but there I have it stuck right behind the mirror where I can still get access to the memory card on the side. And from my driving perspective, it's out of my sight, so it doesn't block me and it's not obstructing my vision and by any means. Run the wires, which is simple. From here we're just going to feed it into the headliner up top here, and I'm going to feed it all the way down to come down the pillar. We're going to pop off that panel right there. We're going to pop that off, feed the wire through, come underneath and right out to the power source here. So let's do that now. So it'll make life way easier if you have a pry tool. This way you could just get in here and shove the wire in nice and neat. Let's do that now. Make sure you give the actual unit a little bit of slack just in case. Now you can either remove the pillar cover and run it, or you can just wedge it in. So I'm just going to wedge it in because I don't want to take that off. And again, pry tool is your friend. It'll make it life easier if you just remove the rubber trim. You don't need to, but makes it so much easier instead of you trying to wedge it in there. See how easily that'll just go in now? And then when you're done, you push this back up and you're spot on. Let me continue to run these wires. Pro tip, untangle your wires before you run it. Oh, I always forget something. Once we have that ran inside, let's put back on our seal. And I can't stress enough, make sure you put this back on tight. You don't want water coming back into the car. There we go. Alright, and as mentioned, we'll come out here. We're gonna pop this panel off. Let's do that now. Just clips. Then we have some access to pass the cable. I'm gonna go right through this slot, and that'll lead me inside here. Or I might just go under the glove box, not sure yet. Zip tie it up and have the power end over here. Let me get that out the way so we can plug it right in. So let me run that and I'll show you what I did. I ran our wire from here straight through this little hole, which came all the way down here, and then ran the wire underneath under this trim and brought it up here right into the cigarette lighter. So there's other ways once you get to this point how you want to run this. Honestly, maybe in the summertime I'll pop off this panel and hide it in there a lot more neater so it's completely out of the way. I just don't feel like taking all that off right now, but for now it's not bad. Not the cleanest, not the tidiest, but it's out of your way. No one will kick it, and I can always tie wrap the excess under here to make this more snug. But again, I think I'll probably pop this off in the summertime, put a small hole on the inside so it's completely out of the way. I got too excited and put this trim back on, but I'm not done. We're gonna need to remove this again because we have a rear camera to run. So the rear camera just plugs right into there, and we're gonna run it the exact same way down through here, except we're not coming down the A pillar. What we're gonna do instead, too much light, this camera's not focusing. What we're gonna do instead is go all the way back through the headliner. Here's our cable that we're gonna be running. Let's just run the power wire for now, and then we'll take a look. So we have the second cable connected in, and we ran it the exact same way. And when we got to here, as you can see, I removed the trim again. I'm gonna get it in here and then run it right along the top into the roof liner, all the way to the back. And we're gonna take this down. Just so we have access. Get the cable pushed through, come all the way down and around, and we'll come out here. Alright guys, so we've ran everything in. I just left that out so you could see. Alright, so there's a ton of excess cabling. So what I did is I just kept shoving it into the roof liner. Get under here. And let's see. Comes down and around. Then we get right up top. And here's our wire coming down here, which we will connect the camera. I already have the double-sided tape on here. We'll connect this up like so, and this is where I'm going to be placing it. So let me do that and I'll show you the final product. Alright, and there we have it. We got our camera set up right there, not in the way, don't really see much, which is great. All our wires ran nice and neatly inside the headliner. To show you outside, see, weather stripping is back on. No wires. No wires on this side either. Put back on that panel. Don't see anything. Zip tied our wiring underneath. This is here. Let's plug it in. I'll show you what it looks like. And there we have it. Front, and the little tiny square is the reverse. So, simple install. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this one. We have it all set up. I just got to go through the book and set it up so I can set when it will record and when it won't. This one doesn't record when the car is powered off because there's no internal battery. There are other models that will do that, but not this one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.